Hey, today I'm extremely excited. I'm super excited to share with you about this resource that I use to build my Pinterest presence, my reach, increase my follower base, and above all, because this is what's most important, increase my traffic to my online assets, my websites, my offers, subscribers, and sales. So I'm building my list with this resource, and I want you to really take a look at it. You can either go and create your own free account and take a test drive of this for I think 14 days, or you can go straight ahead and just jump in and start using it by taking out the various packages. You can also promote it as an affiliate. For that, you would have to connect with them and basically be given a link that you can do that. For now, I want you to understand that I have been quietly testing out the Pinterest resource. Those of you that know me will always understand that I've been always promoting a different type of resource and tool to build my Pinterest follower base and my reach. But I've been testing out the Pinterest resource, and I can't tell you how excited I am for you to see the results that I've got so far and how you too can use it. So let's get in without further ado. You would need to sign up to create a new account. To do that, you just simply click on sign up and you enter the details there. But I already have an account with them, so I'm just gonna simply log in. And once I'm in, when you create an account with them, you are able. Let me just do that. You are able to log in and start learning and start earning followers, not earning them but actually getting them by rote. As you can see, I've so far got over 200 new followers with this resource on autopilot. I don't do anything. I don't have to touch it. All I have to do is set up, and I'll be doing. As you can see, my subscription expired. Definitely I'd have to do something about that. Why did that expire? Is because I took out a paid package. Otherwise you don't have to. But when you do need to do some stuff, you can take out a paid package. So ignore that. So let's do this, okay? As you can see, I've got 201 new followers using this resource. And I'm going to show you how that happens. I've had 985 pins pinned on my behalf. I've followed a total of 2,360 followers. That's what I had. I've unfollowed 1,994 people just quietly. I've scheduled 7 pins. I could have scheduled more, but you know what? I had lots of things to do, and I'd already set other things to be pinned, so I didn't need to be sitting here scheduling. I've had 39 pins pinned from my sitemap, and I'll show you how to do that. No likes. I've not liked anything. You can set up for it to like stuff for you, but I didn't want to do that. I prefer to do that myself. I've sent 265 comments. And I've not invited any user to do anything with me, because these are all the things you can do, and it shows you your statistics and your analytics, what you've done and how you've grown. Amazing stuff. Now you can set yourself up to only unfollow people that were followed by Pinterest. That's very important. Or you can unfollow all users. Now this is what happens if you do this. Pinterest goes and unfollows people that you've already followed every 5 days. Now the danger with this is they'll unfollow people who you want to stay followed. You want to keep following, and people who you're learning from, they'll just unfollow them. And there are people who've added you to their pin boards, they'll just unfollow them. So you don't want to do that. So I'll untick that in a minute. All right, so this is where the juice starts. As you can see, as you scroll, it highlights where you are. We are on my dashboard, and this is where you start. And when you click start, you can auto pin. You can take it off. You can take it off. You can let's just go back up there. You can pin from your website. All that means is you can pin directly from your website, and Pinterest allows you to do that. Like I said, this is all about Pinterest. It's a resource I started using a month ago. Before that, I tried it for 14 days. I think about 3 or 4 months ago. And then a month ago, I decided to give it a good old run and see how it works. And I took out a paid package just to see how it works. Because when you're just using the free, the organic. You can't really scale whether a resource is actually giving you what you're paying for, what your money is worth. And while I won't tell you what I paid, I'll tell you that it has been worth every penny. You can schedule pins, like I told you before. I scheduled 7 pins, and it pinned them to. I set those pins to pin to about 15 pin boards each. That's so 7 times 15. Each of those pins was pinned to 15 pin boards at one point without me sitting there and doing it myself. As you notice, I commented. I did 265 comments, and now that would mean I'd be sat on Pinterest looking for pins that are in alignment with my brand and commenting on them. Instead, I told Pinterest what I like. As you can see, these are my tags. In other words, these are the things, the topics and subjects I want Pinterest to actually look out for and drop comments. Home business, internet marketing, blogging, Pinterest marketing, travel, vacation, holidays, places to see, social media marketing, social media tips, home business training, Pinterest tips, blogging tips, make money online, coaching, DIY, inspirational quotes, teaching ideas, funny, and weddings. You don't ask me why I put weddings there, because I love to see wedding dresses. I'm just one of those soapy people who likes looking at people looking good in their wedding dress and crying even if I don't know them. So, and I've got a board with weddings. There are some topics that you just have to create a board for because they are trending and someone is looking for something of that juice on Pinterest. And if you've optimized your assets on Pinterest properly, people will find your content as opposed to other people's content. And I've already told you before that I love Pinterest and I am a Pinterest fanatic. I've written a book on Pinterest, The Art of Pinterest Profits, where I've definitely added Pinterest as a resource. And in my next update of the book, all that will be updated. I've created a course on Pinterest. It's called the Ultimate Pinterest Roadmap. Again, it's packed full of value, 8 modules, video modules, teaching you how to leverage Pinterest to grow your business. And I can't tell you how excited I am about this resource that I'm talking to you about. Funny enough, guys, I am not affiliated to this product, so I'm not promoting it or anything. I'm just telling you because it's something that has worked for me and I know it will work for you as well. So, hey, kudos to Pinterest creators because this is an amazing tool. You can follow people. As I've told you, I have followed over 200 people using this resource. I've unfollowed over 1,900 people using this resource. Like I told you, I am not in the habit of just unfollowing people. So instead, I allowed Pinterest to unfollow the people that I followed through Pinterest. So let's go to how you create you create tags. You create tags right here. This is where you add the tags you want to add. If I want to add something here, I could say social media marketing is already there. Pinterest marketing is already there. If I want to say cryptocurrency, and I click comma, it becomes a tag. If I add Bitcoin, and I add comma, it becomes a tag. If I just add Bitcoin, the reason I'm doing this is because these are trending things. When something is trending, you want to be in with a chance. So you have to add stuff right there. So let's look at how many pins per day you should be pinning. With Pinterest, I highly suggest you allow them when you're new to set the limits. And as you can see, these are the limits that they set for you per day. 45 pins per day, 70 follow per. Pinterest has a limit of 100. You want to set your limit just below Pinterest limit. So every day I allow Pinterest to follow at least 70 people for me, and I allow Pinterest to at least unfollow 70 people for me. I allow them to make 70 comments on my behalf every day, per day, and to invite per day 4 people per day. And there's only one sitemap, which is my sitemap. And when I talk about sitemap, I'll show you what I mean. So let's get into the meat and potatoes. Right, here is where the juice starts to flow. This is where the rubber meets the road. You want to you want to pin relevant content to your pin boards. Obviously, you've already created a pin. You can only use Pin Pinterest by logging into your Pinterest account, which I'm already logged in. My Pinterest account is Kalungi, so that red there is my Pinterest account, and you're looking at my email as well. So what you want to do is you're wanting to set the things that you want Pin Pinterest to do for you. So you choose which pin boards Pinterest will pin whatever stuff they pin on your behalf. Make sure that those pin boards are either pin boards created by you or pin boards that you are actively in. So you're not going to pin stuff on or you don't want to pin Pinterest to pin for you on group pin boards, because the only things you want to pin on group pin boards are your pins. You don't want to pin other people's stuff on group pin boards, because it will skewer your analytics. Pinterest will say this, you pinned this pin and it's got a lot of engagement, and it's not your pin. You pinned someone's pin on a group board. So you want to only pin your stuff to group boards. So as you can see, I picked only boards that I created, that are mine. Even if they are group boards, they are my group boards. I created them. I had direct sales resources, health and fitness, DIY crafts, summer fun is not one, amazing beaches and destinations, DIY success, creative articles, business opportunities. All these are my own personal pin boards. Food, desserts, sweets, food, fast recipes, gorgeous pets, inspirational quotes, online business, social media marketing, self-improvement. All these are my own boards, and that's why I allow Pinterest to pin on them. Everything else belongs to somebody else. Okay, that's my own board as well. Okay, so I've opened up that one because it is my board. So there you go. You want to choose only pin boards that belong to you. So as you can see, I am not only part of numerous group boards. I'm actually I have over 60 group boards, and half of those are actually group boards. I have over 60 boards, and half of them are actually group boards. So, and I make a point of only pinning to my own boards, because I don't want Pinterest to pin stuff that's not mine to group boards. So that's done. And in order to turn off, you simply just click off. To turn it on, you do that and you turn it on. And that means Pinterest will pin stuff for you to that board that have the tag travel, that have the tag vacation. Those are the pins it's going to pin to that board for you. Now, you want to invite people to your boards. I don't let Pinterest do that for me, because I want to check people out before I add them to my boards. So I've only allowed it one board. I've only allowed Pinterest to invite people to one board, and it's a board that I created for co-working. And as you can see, it's all about collaborating and joint venturing. So that's the only board I've allowed Pinterest to invite people to. Otherwise, I leave the rest to do it manually. So pin content for yourself from your site. Now this is where you actually let Pinterest know what your site is. And I've already set mine up, so I can't show you how to do it. But this is where this thing is. So as you can see, as I scroll down, Pinterest shows you where you are on the this is the navigation panel, where it shows you which part of the site you are, and this is the viewing panel where you can make changes once you get to that part of the Pinterest panel. So Pinterest back office. As you can see, I've allowed Pinterest to pin content from my website to these boards: blogging success tips, branding you tips, and julescalpoli.com, and that's it. Why? Because you don't want to allow them to pin from too many boards, and they will pin content from your website, because you'll tell them which one is your website, and therefore you want them to pin stuff from these boards to other boards around around your website. I'll actually open that up as well. And then this is exactly, now once you click on a board you want to pin to, Pinterest then asks you which is your link, what is your website link. So and therefore you answer what your website is. So test sitemap, they've already tested my sitemap already, so all I have to do is and they'll tell you whether your sitemap is valid. So you go to test your sitemap and then you save, and Pinterest will actually pin stuff from there to this board from your website. You can also add more stuff. Let me see where else I can add, and I'm gonna just test that sitemap and see whether they can actually get stuff from it. There you go. Yep. Sitemap is valid. So save sitemap, and therefore they can pin stuff from that to my travel board, which is amazing. And I can do that as well. Same thing. Add. So as you can see, test sitemap, they've already tested the sitemap, but I just want to show you how things work. And therefore you can let Pinterest pin stuff from your various places to the board from my website. Now this is where you also want to add pins to group boards, because this is coming from your website to a group board, so it is okay. Best Pinterest marketing, I love to have more. There you go. So I've added a few to show, just to show you, and I'll probably come back and change things around a bit, but that's what you do. So you have to have a website for this to happen. You have to have content on your website that's pinnable, because Pinterest crawls your website, and once they see that you've got content, your sitemap is great, they tell you your sitemap is valid, and then you can say pin stuff from my website to those boards, because you've chosen the board. You can choose to pin manually, and this is where you can schedule pins. Like I told you earlier, I scheduled 7 pins, and they were pinned to the pin boards I chose. Because I've already chosen all this automatic stuff, I do not have to schedule anything manually. But if you're running an event, if you're doing a giveaway, if there's something you really, really want to tell people about, and you want it to happen on a specific day at a specific time, this is where the manual scheduling comes into its own. And it's quite simple to do. All you have to do is add a new pin, and you put in the website from which you want to pick a pin. So I'm just going to pick up a URL. This is my URL from where I want them to pick a pin. There you go. The server is not working, so I can't do anything at the moment, unfortunately. Don't know why, so don't ask me. Sorry about that. But you can. Oh, I know why. It's not working because I took out a paid package and it's expired, so obviously I can't do manual scheduling. This can only, but if you're taking out when you're doing your 14-day trial, they'll let you do this, because once you're doing your trial, they let you have full access to everything, and then you can do, once you're done with your 14-day trial, you either pay up and pick up a package, or you can only do the basics. So I don't want you to think that this is free. There's too many people talking about free this, free this, free the other, and yet in real life, everything you have in your home you bought. and everything you have in life you bought, apart from the things that you received when you were born and are free. Your life, your breath, and things like that. The air you breathe, the parks you walk in, and everything else you have to pay. So obviously I would need to pay up in order to be able to schedule a new pin, and I'm not going to do that right now to showing you my bank details, but I'm definitely upgrading in order to schedule a pin. So really, it's very simple. As you can see, it is that simple to set up. It's unbelievable. These are all the pin boards you've got inside of your Pinterest account that is linked to Pinterest. So you can let Pinterest start pinning stuff for you any blessed day. I would say use this to actually pin stuff to group boards where you can actually go out there and enjoy the power of group boards, the power of group boards, the power of group boards. I would say definitely go use Pinterest to change your Pinterest from normal day to day. I don't know, I use Pinterest every day I just go and pin to automating is where the juice is at. Automating, so you are free. It frees your time to go out there and serve people in the things you're best qualified to do, other than sitting down there manually doing stuff. Automate your systems so that you can make more money. That's what these tools are for, to help you automate these systems so you can make more money. So in the same way as you automate your systems to make more money, you actually pay up so that these systems can also stay up and running. Because the people that create all these things definitely have to pay to play. So it's within your power to also come out here and test out their resources. You have 14 days to test out Pinterest. And if you like it and you feel it's going to add to your success vault, please do go ahead and add it. If I had an affiliate link, I would definitely give it to you, but I don't. This is all literally saying just do this and enjoy the product. And let me go up there and update my subscription. Until the next video, I hope you enjoy Pinterest as much as I am enjoying using it. And take care. Bye for now.